The air we breathe is our main source of nourishment and healing. Few of us are aware that it is also our main source of energy, or that we use for professional or private use. Through their positive action, these devices help increase the body's ability to regenerate as well as improve performance and the powers of concentration. Yet the technology uses no additional resources and does nothing more than copy nature itself. Both the company as a whole and its products are accredited to the highest international standards governing the field of medical equipment. The MedCert certification process, though only a few people may be aware of the significance of respiratory air, its efficacy has been scientifically proven for some time. AIRNERGY inventor Jörg Klemm carried out research for 15 years before he finally discovered the key in nature and optimized the process to make it easy for us to use. Today, he is working hard to provide further scientific proof of the success of AIRNERGY technology. This process is every bit as arduous, time-consuming, and expensive as the discovery itself. Yet the remarkable success stories mean he no longer has to work alone. A great many renowned scientists and institutions are supporting him in his quest, including the Harani Clinic in Herne. Patients with sleep problems come from all over Germany to be examined and treated there, in most cases successfully. It is the ideal place, it would seem, to carry out a scientific study of AIRNERGY.
Wir haben dann eine Anwendungsbeobachtung zunächst gemacht.
First of all, we carried out our own observations, not just on our own patients, but also by contacting self-help groups, including groups for sleep disorders, because I have a lot of contacts in that area. And we saw some amazing results. Patients were finding it easier to fall asleep and were able to sleep right through the night. There was even one patient who could suddenly hear again. Her ear, nose, and throat specialist, who saw it firsthand, was totally amazed and couldn't explain it. And we experienced the same with patients with macular degeneration disease as well.
Vollkommen erstaunt, konnte sich das auch so nicht erklären. Oder auch Patienten mit einer Makuladegeneration.
For that particular condition, there has been little prospect of a cure. Many patients suffering from this degenerative eye disorder become resigned to seeing life through a haze. Patients such as Anna-Katharina Linnartz. She had permanently blurred vision until she tried AIRNERGY. She experienced an improvement, and not just in her sight.
With an affliction like this, you just have to learn how to cope. Where there was once a difference between my right eye and my left eye in terms of colors, that's gone now. I can see colors just as well with both eyes. I now drive a Lexus, which is a sporty car, and I drive like a sports car racer. Believe it or not, it's true.
Before AIRNERGY, this would have been unthinkable for her as a patient with age-related problems and macular degeneration. But now, the 84-year-old is back at the wheel of her car, something she takes very seriously.
Aber jetzt!
Come on! I guess I'll just have to get out and give him a push. The macular degeneration has disappeared. As you can see, I'm a totally different person now. It's a miracle. We decided as a family to buy one of these devices, primarily for my parents. And I have to admit that ever since I've been inhaling the oxygen 2 or 3 times a week, I can honestly say I haven't had any migraine attacks.
Ich habe mich überzeugen lassen, weil ich das Gerät auf der Messe.
I became a convert after trying out the device at a trade fair. As I was lying there, I suddenly felt as though I could see the ceiling of the exhibition hall more clearly.
Jägerwinkel Clinic in Bad Wiessee has been using this successful therapy since 2001 for people with a range of disorders. This experience has made doctors sit up and take notice and become users themselves. Besides the scientific readings which confirm the effectiveness of AIRNERGY time and again, doctors receive only positive feedback from their patients. Unlike previous oxygen therapies, AIRNERGY delivers a long-term effect, which continually strengthens the immune system.
I could see that AIRNERGY was a process which prepared oxygen in a different way and is actually able to reduce oxidative stress. There are many studies to prove this, and when I looked into it more closely with some skepticism, I just decided to be guided by my own day-to-day experience. We treated patients with tinnitus, with fatigue problems. We began aiding regeneration in performance athletes and other athletes. And after a relatively short time, we started receiving positive feedback from the patients and from our own investigations of measuring performance before and after. We could see for ourselves that this was clearly a route to success.
Why more and more doctors are keen on using the natural and gentle method offered by AIRNERGY. Here at the company, we have specially trained medical specialists ready to advise them.
Here in the medicine department at AIRNERGY, we are asked on a daily basis what's so special about energy. Of course, there's so much you could say on the subject and so much about the effects of AIRNERGY. I think the most important thing that people should know about AIRNERGY is that it gets things moving. Every day new therapists are signing up, and every day we have more and more satisfied patients who've been waiting for so long for a product like AIRNERGY. AIRNERGY isn't a niche product. It can't be pigeonholed into any one category of therapy. AIRNERGY is important and relevant for any chemist, any doctor, or any therapist treating patients day in, day out.
Athletes and scientists have proven that AIRNERGY increases performance and regeneration levels over the long term. Would it not make sense, therefore, to use the technology in sport and fitness training too? Sportbad Hilden is one of the largest and most innovative fitness studios in Germany. Its physiotherapy division, Medisport, offers targeted rehabilitation training following illness and injury.
Customers tell us that after a short time, their performance improves. And on the therapeutic side here at Medisport, we've seen rapid improvement in so many different conditions.
Famous names such as Franz Beckenbauer, Pele, and more recently Lukas Podolski and Bastian Schweinsteiger have all reaffirmed the excellent reputation of Hennef Sports School. But for us to live up to our own high standards, we need more than just famous names. At Saluto, the Sports Science Institute at Jerry Weber World, Dr. Elmar Wienicke looks after top athletes, such as the German handball team. He has scientifically measured the effects of AIRNERGY on sports performance using a clear performance indicator.
Lactate values are a good way of analyzing energy supply. Lower lactate values for the same level of activity indicate a more economical use of energy. I tried it myself, and my lactate values were 15% lower.
Lower lactate levels mean the body is working more efficiently. For top athletes, this is extremely important in enabling them to train more intensively and control their performance more effectively. There are side effects, but unlike doping, the effects of AIRNERGY are entirely positive and wholesome.
In terms of the vegetative nervous system, there's what is known as a cardioscan, which is a heart frequency variability. This variability provides a very, very good indicator of stress. And the experience we had, well, actually my father-in-law, who was on holiday with me, he had a headache, and we managed to reduce his stress levels just through this breathing. So really the question is, how does using AIRNERGY affect the vegetative nervous system? The first experiences we've had were very positive.
Endurance athletes in particular have already experienced this themselves and have come to appreciate the improved performance that AIRNERGY brings. Joey Kelly, for example, the well-known singer and extreme sports fan who has been taking part in endurance events for years, frequently competing in 100-kilometer runs.
I've worked with AIRNERGY devices for a year and a half now, and it's very effective in extreme and endurance sports, especially in the regeneration phase. It allows you to perform better and take on even greater challenges.
I discovered AIRNERGY after noticing that many of my colleagues were using it. I became interested, used it myself, and liked the positive effect it had on my body. So I decided to stick with it.
One athlete who has been using the technology for some time is Heinrich Popov, medal winner at the Paralympics in Athens. His regular use of AIRNERGY has helped make him one of Germany's genuine medal hopes for the Beijing Games.
Das ist ein Phänomen. Mir hilft's.
It's phenomenal. It helps me and lots of other people too. I've met lots of people who couldn't believe it till they saw it. I'm never ill. I used to always get colds in the winter, but they're gone. And I can train right through the winter now, which is really important. My coach always says, what we sow in the winter, we'll reap in the summer. And that's very important. So I'm really happy I have this product to support me.
For many top athletes, using AIRNERGY in their daily training is as important as the training itself. Balbir Singh, possibly the world's best-known physiotherapist, continues to trust AIRNERGY. He used to look after Formula One driver Michael Schumacher.
Ich war skeptisch und dann habe ich probiert, dann denke ich mal, oh, das ist ja was, ne?
I was skeptical at first. Then I tried it and thought, actually, this might just work. And of course, I wanted other people to experience it too. There are certain things where I believe it's important to experience it for yourself. So I'm sure we can get other people to use this technology. It's so highly developed. And why shouldn't people use it? That's the message which I'm hoping to get across. I've also noticed, if you drink the water after you've finished breathing, that this can give you an extra kick as well.
A once closely guarded tip among those in the know in the fitness and wellness industry is to drink the water after the energy-rich air has flowed through it.